trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like and also subscribe to the channel. 2025 is going to be electric. Yeah, man, the calendar is ram packed. I'm talking action from the international athletes, the senior athletes from the get-go. Yeah, man, the season is gonna be fire. And I can't wait to see what happens at the end of the day when it comes to the World Championships. But before we even get there, there's one particular athlete that I'm very, very interested in, and that is clearly the St. Lucian, Julian Alfred, that created history, not only for her country, but just as an athlete competing, the only woman to ever walk away with the 60 meters and the 100 meters in the same year. That was absolutely ridiculously done by Julian Alfred. And not only that, she also walked away with the women's 100 meters from the Diamond League. So, yeah, Julian Alfred was on an absolute tear in 2024. And I believe that in 2025, we're going to see an even more confident Julian Alfred, and one that will probably be shattering more barriers. And one particular barrier that I'm very interested in is that women's 60-meter world record. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder, is it possible that Julian Alfred will be targeting that 60-meter world record in 2025? All right, hear me out, because I was thinking they'll be targeting anything 60-meter related in 2025, given the information that we've heard from her coach in previous interviews, right, where they talked about what 2025 is going to be looking like. They're going to be focusing on the 200 meters, which means that Julian Alfred will be running more fours. So I'm nowhere thinking that somebody that's going to be running more fours is going to be running some 60s as well. Well, hey, stranger things have happened. So I'm wondering now, okay, Julian Alfred seemingly is down to compete into some 60 meters earlier on in the season. And I'm like, for what reason? You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, are we targeting that 60-meter world record? Julian Alfred, if you don't know, is the second fastest, well, tied second fastest over the distance in that 60 meters with her 6.94. So if Julian Alfred in 2025 takes it seriously, last year she was able to walk away with the world indoor title running 6.98, right? Not close to her 6.94, but running at 6.98. Could they be targeting Julian Alfred setting, some more records, or, going down in history some more, walking away with that 60-meter indoor crown or world record? I'm really eagerly anticipating, because as I said, Julian Alfred is still young in this game, right? There's still so much more talent to on earth when it comes to her, and also she's hella hardworking. That's the perfect person to train as far as I'm concerned, right? So let's see what happens. I definitely think that we could possibly see them targeting that 60-meter world record, but also if they are indeed targeting Julian Alfred being better potentially over that 60 meters, then that potentially means as well they are not so sold or comfortable with how Julian Alfred is executing her 100 meters. Remember, no, Julian Alfred executes her 100 meters. So back in the day, Julian Alfred would fly out of the blocks and then, pretty much die after 60, right? No, Julian Alfred was able to put together a solid race where the last 40 is even stronger than what we saw in her, or what we've been seeing in her, first 60, right? And that led to her running a national record, winning the Olympic Games, 10.72 seconds. So now, if they start, reworking things and be like, okay, we're clearly not getting the fastest speed we can get out of you, over that first 60. If they start doing that, what kind of beast of a Julian Alfred will turn up in that 100 meters when it comes to the world championships, or even in years to come? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be a no thing, because nothing really works immediately. It takes time for these things to work. But potentially, what kind of beast could we see from a Julian Alfred if they're able to get these things right? Remember Shelly and Fraser Price? Shelly and Fraser Price has a personal best, I believe, of The same 6.98 in the 60 meters. And what has she been able to clock in that 60 over the 100? If they're able to do the same thing for Julian Alfred, the sky is literally the limit for her and that 100 meters. And I can't wait to see what happens. Actually, as a Jamaican, I need to start wiping the sweat from my brow because it's kind of scary. Because if they're really able to put together her first 60, to match her last 40, like we've been seeing her do in previous years, where her first 60 was absolutely phenomenal. No, it's not. She's not the first out the blocks. We see that. She's with the pack, someplace around, maybe fourth-ish, but then her last 40 is really fire towards the end of the race. So it's going to be interesting to see. As I said, as a Jamaican, I'm a little worried, right? But I'm also excited to see what her talent will be able to show us on the global stage. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So Julian Alfred, the woman of the moment, seemingly in my mind maybe targeting that 60-meter world record. Do you think she is? And potentially, if she gets much faster, what do you think would this mean for her 100 meters? Do you think they'll be able to merge them perfectly? They haven't been able to do so just yet. It was either a really fast 60 or a really last 40. As we saw, at the Olympic Games, not the best first 60 from her. But if they're able to do it, what will we be seeing? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.